Okay, let's learn to read with Tucker signing. Tucker signing is what I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about today, so we'll get right on into it. Tucker signing was founded by Dr. Bethany Tucker. She's been an educator since 1972. She holds 3 degrees, all in education, and this is where she got a lot of her field work done to complete the rest. A little bit of a background on her. After teaching reading in the regular elementary classroom for 4 years, she became a Title I instructor, and at that time she taught children from 2nd to 7th grade that were struggling in reading. During the course of this time, she field tested the concept of using hand signals to build letter and sound associations, because she saw that's where children were having the hardest time to associate a letter with the sound that went with it. It was these hand signals that began to unlock the mystery of decoding unfamiliar words for children. As she was going through it all, she looked at the way that children learn to read. The first thing they have is a sight vocabulary. These are words that they instantly recognize. A lot of words like, tube, dog, cat, things that jump right out at them when they see them. Another way they learn to read are through context clues. Context clues are the way we have the ability to recognize it, such as when we look at a stop sign, or a child looks at a stop sign, they see stop and they realize that that's stop. Or a restroom. There may be a visual sign of a man or a woman there, but it may say girl or boy. They begin to pick up these clues on their own. The third way that they learn is through phonetic analysis. This is the hardest thing that the children have with grasping their reading skills. Children must learn that the printed letters represent a speech sound. Now, we all know that an A, I guess it could look like an A, but how do we decide what an A looks like? So this is where she was trying to bridge the gap from one to the other for the children. Okay, what is Tucker signing? Tucker signing is 44 signs. Each sign represents either one letter or a blend of letters. They're used most often by teachers and educators for children that are kindergarten through 2nd grade, although it can be used for any age person that's a non-reader. They can usually be taught in 44 lessons. Each lesson is just one sign. So, like the letter E would be this. They suggest maybe the educator takes a marker, writes on the child's hand or their hand so they can see a letter E. That would be one lesson. When they go through that, they go through the sound of it. The average 1st grader can learn all 44 of these signs in 2 to 3 half-hour lessons. I did not believe that when I read about it. I know our school uses it. The little girl you're going to see in a little bit, though, after sitting with her, it's really something. So, okay, some guidelines for teaching with Tucker. All your hand signals are made with your left hand. No right hand is used except for a few blends where they go together and then the right hand is removed back out of it. Students need to make the sound of the letter with the sign. G. They go on. They do this through the whole word. Blends and letter combinations should be assigned as one unit. That's like ch, ch, ch. You're not doing them separately. They're using one and blending them together. If a student knows the word, it's a recognizable word, they're to discontinue the sign, read the word, go on to the next word. This is to more help them get through words that they're having a hard time sounding out or understanding. It's giving them another way to work through it. Rules of phonetic analysis must be taught. You still have to teach the children how they go about saying their words, how blends work, and different things. One thing in Tucker signing, vowel sounds their sign is exactly the same, except for long vowel sounds are done at waist side. Short vowel sounds are done more up by the chest. Okay, along with building a bridge between letters and speech, the following things they have found be identified as benefits. Due to the movement that goes on in signing, when they use Tucker signing, children tend to, active students, they read longer blocks of time. It's kind of getting their mind off what they're doing something else. They're accomplishing something, so they're happy to go on. They've also seen that boys and ADHD students tend to learn this easily and stick with it a little bit longer also. Probably goes back to number one with the activity level that goes on. The biggest thing that Tucker signing does is it gives the teacher a way to shift the responsibility of figuring out an unfamiliar word onto the student. The student now has everything they need to be able to work themselves through this word, and the teacher tries to put it back onto the student for them to do it. Oh, why isn't she coming on?
Do you have a copy of the video on your disk too?
Hold on. It should be supposed to come on automatically. It's on my laptop over there. Can you go to YouTube? She's not on YouTube. She's on a video clip.
You probably need to copy the video from your laptop to your...
Can I do that real quick so they can see it? Or is it
Maybe we could show it after the break.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, she was supposed to come right on. Well, I'll go back. What Madigan was going to do, the little girl you'll see after the clip, she's a kindergarten student this year, 5 years old. She has actually mastered her reading at kindergarten. She's reading at about second grade level now. So what we went back and did with her, and what you will see is we went through about 15 words, and you will see her go through them and how she goes through them. The funny thing is she goes back, and you can literally see in her eyes her thinking her way through each word. And then we did a few fun things like my name, her name, and ended with Tucker sign, things that she normally wouldn't do. And you can literally see her putting the letters together with her mind. So I apologize for that. I checked it worked on my laptop. And we'll do it after break, okay? Is there any questions? I know it's hard to tell without seeing her yet, so.
So it's a variation on American Sign Language, really.
It is, and there's little bits and pieces of it that are the same.
Okay.